Fake Tuesday?
What now?
It's Fake Tuesday.
Fake Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Because it's
If I
Wednesday.
feel if this particular week feels like it has 11 days and we're on day 13. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't know what I need. I need to be frozen in
Lobotomized?
carbonite or something. I don't know. I'm just these take me out of my misery. PayPal stopped accepting payments on my behalf. Never told me. They got that going for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, you just need to prove that you own the business. I'm like, you mean like when I started the account? It's like, what? Like, okay. And they're like, all right, it'll just be a few days. We have to review this documentation. I'm like, you turned off my ability to accept payments like 3 weeks ago. Like, what? This seems like the type of thing I should know about. Anyway, how's your day going?
Well, we're going to launch Fences 6 here in like
Mm-hmm.
a few hours, so that's
Imminent and whatnot.
stressful, I think, until it's all done.
I'm surprised you're not up in Michigan for this.
Usually I am.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be a lot of not podcasting coming up.
Okay.
So next week, I'm going up.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go up Tuesday and Wednesday, which is why I didn't go up this week.
Okay.
And then we leave for vacation on Friday of that week. And then we're
Oh,
gone the whole following week.
wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be June when all this happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it. So you're gone like the week of the 9th.
Sounds about right.
And then also Monday, Tuesday before that.
Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'll podcast on Monday and Thursday
Gotcha.
of next week, and then June 16th.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it is. Anyway, so Fences 6 goes out here shortly. That's been my day for whatever.
What's new in Fences 6, Brad? Please tell us. No, I mean, really. I'm sorry. I made that sound like
for people who
I
are
don't know why I said it that way.
familiar, there's a ton of little things, but the two big
Mm-hmm.
things are tabs. So the fences can now be, you can drop them on top of each other, and now tabs, right? Tabs are pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
The other interesting thing that was kind of a happy accident was tinting of icons. So past couple releases, we've done various things with icon coloring. We've been like jumping around various things. I think we finally landed like on what actually makes sense. So if you look at like your desktop and you have like PDF folders or whatever else, they're all different colors. So you can basically apply a single color hue to all of them, so they're like completely uniform
like
in
you
color,
see on mobile, and
they're not distracting. In the way we also did it was that we included a tool, so it's an eyedropper fancy tool, but it's a little bit more complex than that. So you can actually pick colors from your live wallpaper, so then it all matches. So
nice. So this is the final. This is the non-beta release, because
the
this
1.0.
was the beta.
Yep. I went up for the beta release, and then this is the 1.0, which from our perspective is a heck of a lot easier than the beta, because like the beta, you got to get the website, you got to get all the stuff staged, you got to get everything done. For the release, it's more of just like drag a file over to
like
the release,
update the exe basically
folder. Yep. And there's a couple other things that have to be done, but it's much less. It's much easier in comparison.
Good.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. What else is going on? I don't know. I have not looked at many headlines because of.
Wait a minute. Are you going to be away for WWDC? Is that when that is?
Yep.
You fool. So you're gonna be like on a campsite somewhere, like on your phone on satellite.
Oh
like
no, we're going to the beach for this one. So this one will
okay.
have good connectivity and copious amounts of alcohol.
Do you watch the show The White Lotus?
No, I'm familiar with the concept, but I have not.
Yeah, so the third season finished fairly recently. We've been watching, we watch things like this after they're done, but a major component of the plot for the third season is this guy with his family at this resort where you're not really supposed to be using your like technology and stuff, and he's like He's always sneaking, to get on his phone because something bad's happening with him at work. Something bad's happening, period, but like work related, let's say. And everyone is so outraged that this guy's on the phone all the time. And I'm like, was this filmed in the 1800s? Like, obviously, he's going to have to stay up with like all this stuff going on at work. It's like the weirdest disconnect from like the way life really is. It's like everyone would need this. Like, why? It's just a weird thing. Anyway, so yeah, you're going to go away and like, you're not going to be disconnected from life. You're just, going to relax. Are you bringing a paper-based book with yourself, Brad?
I will be. I haven't figured out which one yet, though.
I have a big recommendation.
What's that?
Really good one. I think it's called Apple in China. It is fascinating. It's amazing.
Hold on. We have the technology. I'm going on Amazon right now.
Yep.
I'm typing in Apple in China.
Yeah. It's got a red.
The capture of the world's greatest economy.
Yeah. You read this. It is one of the best like tech-related business books I've read in like forever.
Hold on. We are going to hit add to cart. We're going to say proceed to checkout. Oh, now, not logged in.
Before you do this,
too late.
The other option would be whatever that Facebook book is called. I can't remember the name of that one. But the difference is this one is an awesome business book. That one's more of like a tell-all about people and how crappy people are and everything. It's more.
Wait, which one's the business book? The Apple one?
The Apple one. Okay. It's unbelievably good. Like it's gonna blow your mind. Like it's crazy what. Like the reason Huawei and Xiaomi and all those companies are what they are today is because Apple just handed China all their processes and technologies, and it's unbelievable.
Do I care about Planet Earth?
No, you want to get it quick. Is that what you're asking? I mean,
you know exactly where I'm going with that. So I have the options. I'm not even.
You want like a drone to fling it at your house as it flies by at 60 miles an hour, That's where we're heading.
So I have the option of one day, tomorrow, May 29th, free. I also have Amazon Day, Monday, June 2nd, free. That's the lower carbon option.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not going to read it till you go away, right?
Yeah, I can do Monday.
And you'll be home before you go away.
Look, I am helping Planet Earth.
If you really want to help Planet Earth, don't buy a paper-based book. But you know what? That's fine. It's
Look, this is me carbon neutral offsetting my.
I understand.
Anyway, I just bought it, so if I don't like it, I will.
I just read this great thing about like there were 3 examples of like people just how contradictory people are, and one of them was I refuse to use Amazon. Well, unless I really need it. It's like what, like that's what everyone says, no matter what they buy or how often. It's like, well, I really need it, like right, like this second, I gotta get,
all these companies are objectively horrible. Like the only good company I can think of is like Trader Joe's and Patagonia. Everybody else is just terrible. So,
yeah, that might be true. I just found out that Trader Joe's was owned by Aldi. Do you have Aldi's where you are?
We do. I'm familiar with Aldi's, but no, we do not.
It's like I believe it's Germany based, but anyway, European grocery chain.
Which is ironic because their parking lots are always terrible.
Yeah, it's the type of place you have to put a quarter into a thing to get the cart.
Well, they're always too small. Like Trader Joe's is always like this shy kid who grows up to become real popular and then just refuses to admit they're popular, and they never give an efficiently sized parking lot because every Trader Joe's you go to is undersized.
Yeah. Aldi is like, if you want 7 out of the 10 things you need, definitely go there every time. I don't want to be completely disappointed, but I want some crucial element of whatever meal it is I'm buying for not to be present. Aldi is your place.
But it would be cheap.
Yeah. My wife loves Aldi.
Yeah.
I find it to be odd.
I always described Aldi as a place you could buy 7 hot dog buns in a package.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's a logic. It's probably metric based. I don't know. It's
whatever. Aldi's fine. Trader Joe's is fine. I don't know who Patrick McGee is though. That's who wrote this book apparently.
Yeah, he right. I think he wrote for Fortune or.
Oh, so this just came out. How many people have read this?
No, I know it just came out. Like I don't understand why this isn't getting more press. This is the biggest thing in the world. Like this is going to blow your mind.
Well, I've actually read both the previous books. It says for readers of Walter Isaacson, Steve Jobs, and Chris Miller's Chip Wars. Riveting. Like I've read both those books. So
yeah, me too. Yeah. No, this is like I said, it's one of the Steve Jobs biography is amazing. Obviously, I'm trying to think. I'd have to really go back and look at my books. Like I haven't read a book this good that's about this kind of thing. 10 years. I mean, it's been a long time. It's really good. It's really good. You'll love it.
Well, I better. Otherwise, you owe me $20,
$25 or whatever it is. Yeah.
You can pay me from PayPal.
I will absolutely. Yes, I'll use my personal account. Yeah. No, I'll take you on that because I'll take you up on that. You are.
I can just tell by the
no.
synopsis
you don't even know yet. What it's way better than you think it's going to be. Like it already looks pretty good. I know, but no. Like when you get into it, you're like, holy crap. Like
7 beers deep on the beach because that's going to be the.
Yeah, you might skip past some of the, like, China, I get it. No, but it's it's incredible. The stories about Apple going into China and like how they got there and then how it evolved over time. And like one of the big stories today is like United States government wants to, build iPhones in the United States and everyone's like, oh, that'd be really difficult. No, that would be 100% impossible. It's not even remotely possible. And even when Apple builds things in like India or Vietnam or wherever else they might build them, they're just assembling stuff there. The entire supply chain of the 2,200 components that go into every single iPhone is 99% based in China. And there's no version of moving that anywhere else because it can never be as efficient, inexpensive, high quality, whatever, name your metric, because they have spent the past 25 years building this stuff out. And there are like there's a societal thing in China where like these companies like what became Foxconn or TSMC is in Taiwan, but same sort of theory. Like they're like we don't have to profit. We just want to learn how you do things, and then we'll apply those efficiencies and those technologies to the customers. And like these companies largely didn't make money off Apple for like 20 years or plus. And we're like, yeah, we don't care. And you're not going to find that anywhere else. I'm sorry. That's a charity. Like it's it's not really a charity, but it's a different kind of, this could never happen, could never have happened anywhere else, will never happen anywhere else, is not happening anywhere else right now. It's impossible. So it's like a 25% tariff on an iPhone, raise the price of this thing from like $1,000 to $1,250. Or build in the United States would cost like $3,000. It's not even close. And China could turn this off at any time. Like if Tim Cook runs afoul of the Chinese government, Apple disappears. Yeah. Like it's not like, okay, we'll just reset over here. Nope. That's a nuclear bomb. It's over. Like it does not come back. Anyway, read it. You're going to be blown away. You're going to want to talk about this as soon as you get back. You might text me while you're reading it. In fact, I feel pretty good about it.
The problem is I'm going with my brother, and my brother is
an idiot. Yep.
Not a good influence.
Not a what?
Not a good influence.
Oh, okay.
Well, nor is my wife, for that matter. Last time, so we're going to the beach. We have a house down there, like renting a house. And my wife, one of my wife's favorite hobbies, I have to think, is she likes to try to buy me beer she thinks I'll like.
Boy.
She likes to go to the store and whatever, and she tries to pick things out. And I think last time we were down there, she bought beers. Like she just looks at, she knows what type I like, right?
It's
not
like
IPAs.
A fun label or something.
Yeah,
You're like, it's green. You like green.
But I swear, I think it was 8% alcohol.
Yeah.
And I had like 3 of those.
Not knowing.
And then my brother walks in and goes, "You need a 4th." And I was like, oh, Christ.
And at 3 beers in, you're like, that is the best idea I've heard all day.
Of course.
I might need 5.
The problem is I should have stopped at 1.5.
Right. All right. Well, look, all I can say is I think this book will be so interesting to you that you will find the time.
I'll text you something.
I read it quick. I bookmarked stuff in there. I'm going to go back. I have to write. I've been meaning to write a review of it. I've been a little busy, but it's super important. People need to know about this book.
The other thing that I find hilarious that did come out in the news yesterday was the Qualcomm commissioned a survey about their own modems and found that they are better than Apple's, which I don't have any evidence to say yes or no or otherwise. But
yeah, I mean, they definitely are. You know,
but it's like
the impressive
cares.
thing to me is that Apple was able to make. I mean, it took them a long time. They bought Intel's, remember, mobility business, whatever. It did take them a long time, and it's look, it's going to be a while before they can put them in their best phones and all that stuff. Whatever, we get that, but like, there's been a lot of criticism of this thing. This, because they commission a study. It's like, oh yeah, your phones are better. Okay, or your chips are better. The thing to me though is that these two companies compete and are partner, and they hate each other.
Oh yeah.
It's like a look, you're going to lose this business. you eke it out as long as you can. You're going to lose this business. There's no way around it. There's nothing you can do about it. So I don't know. Like I have no doubt that Qualcomm's modems are better. It doesn't matter, right? You're going to get what you get in an iPhone.
Nobody's not going to buy the iPhone 20 or whatever because it doesn't have a Qualcomm modem. Like, that's not a thing.
They've never advertised that it did.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't talk about stuff like that unless they make it. Then they start talking about it. But the hype cycle for Apple goes like this: Apple releases this modem in a phone that's their low end phone. It's not as good, so it's okay to put it in the low end phone. But then the Apple fans are like, well, actually, this thing is better than Qualcomm, but the Apple can't advertise that because they don't have it in their high-end phones, and that makes their high-end phones look like crap. And everyone's like, oh. So I think like this was just really about like, that's not actually true, because I think like on the Apple side, people you just believe stuff like that. You're like, yeah, sure. Of course it's better. It has an Apple logo on it, See the chip? It's a little Apple logo. It's cute. I don't think that's how the world works, though. Anyway, your opinion of Apple's about to change dramatically.
It doesn't change the whatever. People are still going to buy what they're going to buy.
Yep.
This book better not be terrible.